Hi, this is Thalia MK at Health 2.0 Conference, the Winter 2022, and I have with me Galit Goldfarb. She is CEO and founder for Guerrilla Health. Am I pronouncing it right? Perfect. So she has also received an Outstanding Leadership Award at the conference. So first of all, congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. Please tell us about what is Guerrilla Healthcare. What does it stand for?
That's a wonderful question because many people don't pronounce it properly. It's not guerrilla health. It's guerrilla, as in guerrilla warfare, because it's like we have to fight what we are taught is really healthy for us. So we have to go against the system of what is what is taught.
Traditional
Yeah,
system.
exactly. The tradition of what is really healthy for us and what is not. There are lots of campaigns that teach us that a balanced diet has to have meat and dairy. And this is not necessarily true. In fact, it can be quite harmful, not only to us humans, but also to the planet. So, yeah.
Okay, as you mentioned about it, people who have no authenticity of their own, but having following on social media, there are a lot of skincare products, a lot of healthy nutrients. There nutrient bars they're selling. They're selling protein bars, whatever it comes to the sponsors. How do you tell the audience how can we know who is authentic and who is not, and what we should avoid as a person?
Okay, well, first of all, you can only really know by looking at the ingredients. So you have to educate yourself a little bit about the basis of what is exactly healthy. For example, humans, even athletes, do not need that much protein to be healthy. We in our breast milk we have the lowest amount of protein than most other mammals. So there is no need for a lot of protein. We can most people on 50 grams of protein a day. It's enough. It's more than enough. So maybe extreme athletes will need a little bit more, but this can all be achieved through a healthy diet and naturally, yeah. Now, you must learn how to read the ingredients. On my website, the Guerrilla Diet or Guerrilla Health, I have a lot of information on, for example, I talk about health protein, soy protein isolates and pea protein isolates and drinks, energy drinks, and I talk about basically every single field of health. And all of the information on my website is unbiased and in-depth research. So basically, you can educate yourself for free on my website, and that's why I made it. That's why I'm putting in the time and the energy to educate people so that they will make healthier choices for themselves and their own personal health, but also for the planet, so that I know I'm ensuring a healthier planet for my children and for everybody's children in the future. We have one planet,
Yes,
so
exactly.
for now.
This is very selfless work of yours, but I understand that understanding ingredients, people know about a few of the vitamins. They know about vitamins, they know about hemoglobin, they know about amino acids. That's it. They don't know the real deal. So you educating them about the products, how do you feel people are like after reading it, how much life-changing experience it has been for your customers?
Oh, wow. My customers have had immense changes. They didn't know. It's funny because most of my clients come to me and they tell me, oh, I'm eating healthy, I just need a little bit of help, maybe losing weight, or I need a little bit of health, or I'm sick with this or that situation and I need a little bit of help. And then what I ask them to do is they fill in a questionnaire, and I ask them to write a 3-day menu of what they're eating, everything they're eating, drinking, consuming, and the vitamins, and really they go through this questionnaire and they write this menu. So I look at it, and so many people unfortunately are not eating healthy, and they have no clue. This is the difficult part to help people comprehend that that's why it's Guerrilla Health. Most people do not know exactly what eating healthy is, and it's very, very simple to eat healthy. Once you follow a few simple guidelines then you can really completely transform your own health, and on the way also make a very good impact on the planet.
So you are not only working with like it is online services are provided. As you have now received an award for leadership, congratulations again. Does it put any pressure on you, or how does that accomplishment feel?
Well, it doesn't put any pressure on me. I have pressure on me that's self-made. I have pressure. I want to get the word out. And anyway, I want to say to other leaders that you can't really lead for a very long time if you're not healthy. So looking at your own health, changing your health habits, although not easy, is the best way to lead for the longest amount of time.
That's amazing. So, like people who are adamant, like for example, you cannot change how everybody is thinking about their vitamins or their food, because food is something very, very basic and but very important, and it differentiates from different cultures, different countries. So, you guiding them or educating them. There are some people who are stubborn, they still don't want to know it and they want to believe what they are doing is healthier. So how do you deal with some such kind of customers? What is your go-through points to make them understand to an extent which you can do?
Some people don't want to change, and that's acceptable and that's fine. They just have to know that their choices are not only their own choices, but they impact so many people around them. So it's basically not only their, it's not really a choice. That's why I say that governments need to intervene. They need to add taxes to the meat and dairy industries that will take into account their healthcare and their carbon footprint, their environmental footprint. These industries must be taxed so that people will not want to consume as much meat and dairy as they are currently consuming, which is also good for themselves and also good for everything else. But also, as I spoke of, we need a
You need to guide them. Like I understand that we need to guide them because I believe I would be very. Not everybody is open to change their lifestyle, and people unfortunately have a stubborn attitude just for the change. It can be any kind of change, and especially when it comes to food. They are like, we know the best. But apart from that, if I wanna, I believe I'm healthier, I'm fit. But as you said, we don't know about it because nobody guided us, educated us. So if I want to become more healthier, if anybody wants to become more healthier, what are your points?
Well, first of all, I want to say something about the previous question. I was working in the ambulance service when I was studying, so I saw many people, and I saw how diet and lifestyle can change their situation. And I would speak to, for example, a guy that was dying of some sort of heart condition, and I would speak to his wife, and I say, small changes in diet can completely transform his situation. And she said, no, he's not interested.
So people who are stubborn when it comes to, and you were sharing an experience before we were talking that you used to work in an ambulance and you had a patient who was dying of heart attack. And how was that? Please share it with everybody else.
Well, as I was saying, we took him in the ambulance, and I was speaking to his wife when we got to the hospital of how she can make change in his diet to completely transform his situation. And she said he's not interested. He prefers to die than to change his diet. So, as I was saying, people don't always want to make the changes themselves, but governments can help people make better decisions, for example, through taxes, to take into consideration the taxes of the meat and dairy industry and their impact on our planet and on healthcare. So chronic diseases, infectious diseases, pandemics, these are all mostly...
Sign of it, of unhealthy...
Yeah, these are mainly caused by the meat and dairy industries, which have a major impact on our environment. So, but not only that, it's... we want to do it, first of all, to make the change for ourselves. So basically, everything is available on my website. The basis of a healthy diet is very simple. It's a whole food, plant-based diet where you consume no dairy products because they're unsuitable for humans past weaning age. I talk about this extensively. I'm not going to go into much detail. But when you consume all of your grains as whole grains, even if you have gluten problems with the celiac disease, and you cannot consume gluten. There are plenty of other grains that you consume as whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes of all types, lentils, beans. This is basically the diet. It's quite a cheap diet.
It's a cheaper diet, and we can achieve it by just being educated.
Exactly.
Being attaining the education and availing it. That's amazing. And this is how, okay, so if I want to avail your services and if I want to take your advice or collaborate with you, how can we reach to you?
Well, you can find all of my details on the Guerrilla Diet website or Guerrilla Health. Basically, you can book a consultation, a personal consultation, where I look up where I go into your blood tests, and yeah, everything has to do with it's personalized, but the basis is pretty much the same for everyone. But people who are suffering from diseases need personalized nutrition to help them get over this situation, and then they can go back to consuming the ideal diet for humans, which is a whole food plant-based diet mostly. It is a whole food plant-based diet, but some people will not want to give up completely. So even 2 days a week consuming some kind of meat is possible.
It's for me, I would say, like, for me, I'm not a person who eats only plant. I need meat or chicken. So if you have, see, this is how we start. Like, there shouldn't be full-on cut, a full stop to a thing to make a change. It happens gradually. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. And I want to know as well, as you're part of this conference, how was your learning and networking experience has been?
Okay, I want just to say something that you said, that you need meat. The thing is that we do need meat when we are not consuming the right foods that provide us with the nutrients. Then we do need meat. We're not getting enough vitamin D or enough B12 or other vitamins that do come from meat and dairy. However, when we consume a whole food plant-based diet, we are getting all of our nutrients, and there is no need maybe supplement B12. But even the animals that are raised now are getting additional supplements in their feed to ensure that their bacteria produce enough B12 for the humans that consume them. So it's much easier just to consume this nutrient ourselves than to eat the animal. So basically there is no need for us to consume animal products. We can do it on special occasions. Some cultures need it for special occasions. That's fine. But on a day-to-day basis, if you're consuming a healthy diet that is whole food, plant-based, you do not need the meat. So then to your second question about how... Thank you very much for having me here at this conference. This was really, I met so many amazing people that are influencers, and really they see it as their purpose to change and improve the world through health. It was amazing networking, and thank you very much for having me. It's wonderful.
It was our pleasure. Congratulations on the award, and I hope the change you're trying to make and educate people, you go ahead with it and may you grow. As you know, the world has been changing, and we need to educate ourselves not only about normal basic things in life. We need to educate ourselves about each and everything we can grab our educations on. So educate yourself, eat healthy, be kind, and this is Talia MK signing off.